Have you ever wondered how a diplomatic conflict halfway around the globe can affect your travel plans? In the interconnected world we live in, geopolitical tensions can have a ripple effect that reaches far beyond the borders of the countries involved. Take, for instance, the recent advisory issued by the Indian government. In response to escalating tensions between Iran and Israel, India has urged its citizens to avoid traveling to these two nations for the time being. This advisory wasn't issued lightly. The tensions between Iran and Israel have been steadily rising, reaching a fever pitch with an Israeli airstrike on an Iranian diplomatic compound in Syria. This was a significant move, one that led to Iranian threats of retaliation. The specter of an escalating conflict in the heart of West Asia has become a cause of concern for nations worldwide, including India. So what does this mean for the common man, you may ask? Well, the impact of this advisory is quite substantial, especially for Indian workers traveling to Israel for construction projects. These workers, who are a crucial part of India's expatriate workforce, now find themselves in a state of uncertainty. They must grapple with the reality that their livelihoods could be disrupted due to geopolitical strife thousands of miles away. Moreover, this advisory is not just about the safety of the Indian nationals. It also reflects India's diplomatic stance and its concerns for regional stability. By urging its citizens to avoid travel to Iran and Israel, India is also indirectly expressing its apprehensions about the escalating conflict and its potential to destabilize the region. As we can see, international tensions can have far-reaching effects, even on the common man planning a trip abroad. But how does such a travel advisory affect the world at large? The tensions between Iran and Israel escalated by incidents such as the Israeli airstrike on an Iranian diplomatic compound in Syria are more than just a bilateral issue. They have the potential to transform into a full-blown regional conflict in West Asia, putting the safety of Indian expatriates and indeed all foreign nationals in the region at risk. The travel advisory issued by the Indian government, urging its citizens to refrain from traveling to Iran and Israel, is more than just a precautionary measure. It's a warning bell, bringing to light the simmering tensions and the potential danger that lies ahead. But the ripple effects of such an advisory extend far beyond the region. It's not just about the Indian workers who are planning to travel to Israel for construction projects, or the Indian nationals already residing in these countries. It's about the global community and how our interconnected world is affected by these geopolitical tensions. Consider the current global landscape. Countries around the world are gradually reopening their borders after the devastating impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. The European Union has recommended lifting travel restrictions for all American tourists. Spain, Portugal, Austria, and Greece have announced plans for reopening. The world is slowly but surely trying to regain its footing, with travel and tourism playing a significant role in this recovery. A travel advisory such as this one can disrupt this fragile equilibrium. It raises concerns about safety and security, potentially deterring tourists and expatriates from traveling not just to Iran and Israel, but to the entire West Asian region. It can impact global travel trends, influence foreign policies, and even affect international business decisions. In this interconnected world, a ripple in one corner can create waves across the globe. So what does the future hold in light of these rising tensions? As we step into the next phase of this complex geopolitical puzzle, it's crucial to consider the potential pathways to resolution. One of the most viable approaches is diplomatic negotiation. Diplomacy, the art of dealing with people in a sensitive and effective way, could indeed be the key to untangling this international impasse. It's through diplomatic channels that countries can express their concerns, articulate their positions, and negotiate solutions that respect each party's interests and sovereignty. The role of experienced diplomats in facilitating these discussions, therefore, cannot be overstated. Let's also consider the role of international bodies in mediating such conflicts. Organizations like the United Nations are equipped with the mandate and the infrastructure to intervene in such situations. They can provide neutral ground for dialogue, mediate discussions, and propose resolutions. They can also apply pressure through sanctions or other means to encourage a peaceful resolution. Their role in maintaining international peace and security is pivotal and has been proven effective in numerous instances throughout history. Furthermore, it's important to remember that the ultimate goal of these efforts is to ensure the safety of citizens and the smooth functioning of international travel. The advisories issued by governments like the one we've discussed are intended to protect their citizens. but they also disrupt people's lives and the free movement of individuals across borders, which is a cornerstone of our interconnected world. Thus, maintaining peace isn't just a political objective, it's also about preserving the everyday rhythms of life that we often take for granted. In conclusion, the way forward is not straightforward. It's a delicate dance of diplomacy, negotiation, and international cooperation. It is a journey that requires patience, resilience, and the collective will to preserve peace. As we navigate these challenging times, it's important to remember that every step taken towards dialogue and understanding is a step away from conflict and division. While the world watches and waits, it's clear that the path to resolution lies in diplomacy and dialogue. Thank you for staying with us throughout this in-depth exploration. We hope you found this discussion enlightening and that it's given you a fresh perspective on the complexities of global politics. Before we sign off, we'd like to invite you to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. We consistently strive to provide you with a comprehensive understanding of the world around you, and your support helps us continue our mission. We understand that these issues can be difficult to navigate, and we appreciate your dedication in seeking a deeper understanding. Until next time, we wish you safe travels and urge you to stay informed. As we've seen today, knowledge is our most powerful tool in navigating the complexities of our interconnected world. Thanks again for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.